Brees Hall motions, you're going to see the linebacker kind of get leverage on it, expand, and now it's a situation where just because of that motion, you took one guy out of the box. Now, on a screen with a fake pump, you're getting 97 and 91 to go that way, and now you get these guys to the second level, and you're talking about a 2-on-2 situation, 3-on-2 situation for the Jets. Like look at the numbers right here, just because of the play design and because of Rodgers' ball handling as well, right? Like the ball handling was good, nice pump. Again, gets him out of the play, gets him a little bit out of the play. I also like the job by ABT here. Quick pop and get to the second level immediately. Good job getting in front of his guy, anticipating where he's going, not where he's at. Good job by ABT. Gets in front of it. Him and Tippmann handle the linebacker. Simpson one-on-one with the DB, gets hands on, and Braylon Allen just trucks forward. It's really more. It's obviously more so by scheme, ball handling, and all that stuff. But still, hey, caught the ball, acceleration, and I don't even care if there was a guy at the goal line right there. He's going to truck him, regardless of high or low, how high or low he runs. When you're talking about 240 pounds running, 18, 19, 20 miles per hour at you, good luck stopping him, so it's not going to happen. So, good play right there by Braylon Allen. Again, and the Jets and just in general, drawing that play up, Rodgers handling the play, all really good. Now we have this play, which, I think it was Acho, I think, broke down on Twitter, and it's a good point. You have a situation here where the Titans brought their safety down. The safety came down right here, and Rodgers has the flexibility and the smarts to change the play or to flip the play. Apparently, it's supposed to be run to the left, and if you look at the run to the left, right, let's go from the center. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 4 with the tight linebacker there. If you go from the center to the right, you have 1, 2, 3, and a high safety. So 3 versus 4, where do you want to run it to? You want to run to the 3 side, not the 4 side. That's exactly what Rodgers flips the play. Flips it to the right. Got some good blocking, some good acceleration by Braylon Allen. Everybody does a really good job here. Now you have a combo block right here from ABT and Morgan Moses. They're trying to work to that linebacker. That linebacker takes a really vertical angle instead of expanding. So Morgan Moses goes to pick the linebacker up, but because he shoots the gap and it's an outside zone, okay, fine. Not going to panic. I'm going to get my hands onto the defensive lineman. Gets the hands on the defensive lineman. ABT then peels off, picks up the linebacker. Really, really good exchange there by those two guys. You have Jeremy Ruckert on the edge right here, who does a good job squaring his guy up, inside versus outside leverage, hand inside, and he's just going to drive him to the outside and maintain that leverage. Allen Lazard also had a couple of good blocks in the running game here. And then you have a situation where you have Braylon Allen versus safety one-on-one. Safety sits a little bit too much depth. Talking about a good 5 yards. Want to close a little bit more ground there as a safety. He takes advantage of it and just accelerates to the outside. And we're seeing his left hand go up here just in case the hand does come out or anything like that. Braylon Allen's gonna chop that down. So really good play by the Jets. Obviously, hell of a job by Rodgers flipping it. Seems obvious, right? Like this is stuff that you want your quarterback to do. Do I think elite IQ running to 4 versus 3? No, but hey, he did it. So it's something that Zach Wilson wouldn't do. But it's all a numbers game. Try to get the numbers advantage. That's what it is. So why are you gonna run to the 4 side versus the 3 side? Just doesn't make sense. They flip it. Good job there. Easy yards for Rodgers here. Okay, 3x2 empty again. Again, just take the first down. Sometimes it's really that simple. You have Lazard right here, who's working up the seam. They run like a pole concept. The Lazard working up the seam and going vertical carries the outside corner. Looks like they're running like a 3. They both carry Lazard a little bit. It's second down. Take the easy yards. You have Braylon Allen with 5 yards of room to run, with only 7 yards needed to get a first down. It's exactly what he does. You run forward, truck him. The pass protection, again, pretty elite here. Or it just is elite. Most gets his hands on, chops down the inside arm. Tyron Smith on the left side, really well-timed punch into the chest, completely stonewalls that guy. Simpson stonewalls his guy. Really good protection. Take the easy yards. Exactly what it does. Easy Garrett Wilson yards, stare linebacker down. Okay. Another 3x2, a lot of empty here in the specific point of the game. But situation where he's seeing the coverage shell with, DB high, DB outside, and a linebacker. So if this linebacker sits inside, if he's running a hitch, as long as he sits inside, you're talking about easy yards. Again, it doesn't have to be overly complicated. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Snaps the ball, he's staring at the linebacker. Why? Because if he starts to look over here, guess what the linebackers do? Linebackers going to creep over. So he sees the DB high again. He knows he's not going to drive right down on it. Hold the linebacker with his eyes. Hit Garrett Wilson on 2nd and 10 for, again, even if he gets tackled, you're talking about an easy 6 yards. Like we're gonna take that. We're gonna take that easy 6 yards. He's able to squirt through the 2 tackle attempts and pick up an extra 5 or 6 yards at the end of the day, maybe even 10. But it's a good job because Rodgers literally, again, just notice it pre-snap, snaps the ball, just stares at the linebacker, staring at him. Head now goes outside, fire the ball, get it in there. Simple as that. Again, sometimes it's simple. Aaron Rodgers needle, Williams drop. Yeah, this is a ridiculous play by Rodgers. One of, if not his best throw of the game right here. They run a crease concept dagger. I don't know if there's anybody going to be going across or underneath, and it's like a true dagger. Crease if it's individual, but let's see. Yeah, he likes out. So we have a dagger concept. So this is like a clear out. It's going to be a seam versus middle of the field close, or a post versus middle of the field open. Or actually, sorry, I lied. It's a scissors concept. I thought it was a crease or a dagger. It's not. It's a scissors concept. So kind of similar way. Kind of reads relatively similar. But reads this. You have the DB high over top of the higher route on the corner route, and then you have outside DB. So there's nobody who's gonna match this dig right now in time. So all you have to worry about right here is the linebacker. And the linebacker is quite a bit inside. But when Rodgers decides to throw this ball, look at the window in the anticipation of where he's going to be. Like, not a clear picture. Like, the linebacker's there. He has to put this ball enough inside to clear the linebacker as well. And it's a hell of a throw. Again, scissors concept. Nobody there to take the in cut. Hit that window. Puts it on Mike Williams. Mike Williams drops it. And Mike Williams, and so he drops it. And I do think Rodgers expects him to get out of the break a little bit faster. If we're looking at Mike Williams right here, the break is not the best. I want to see a little bit better of a break. We can see how high he is into it. He's standing straight up. And you see, this is his cut right here. Or this is his break step right here. BREAK, not AKE. Break to the inside. And we see there's really no power generated off that step. Like, it's very, very rounded to the inside. We're talking about a 5-step rounded cut, which is fine. Like, I'm not saying to break down square cut here. This is a speed cut type situation, but I want to see more explosive speed cut from Mike Williams. Again, you can see there's quite a bit of lag time at that break. You see he's like patting his feet. He's drifting really far upfield. It's definitely not the cleanest break. So I think Rodgers anticipated him breaking a little bit better. But even if, again, relatively clean pocket again, he gets hit in the face right here by Simmons. So it's a penalty anyway. But the anticipation there to throw it inside of the linebacker, but like with enough touch to get like over top of him at the same time. This is a catch you got to make, Mike Williams. Right in his hands. And if his break was better, he doesn't have to dive. He might not even have to dive in general. So got to catch that. Near touchdown to Rucker, China concept. So you're going to have a corner and then the 2 ends right here. Reads the safeties. Sees 1-on-1. He's supposed to take this high. It's a corner route. I want to take it high. He takes it low. And he starts running his feet, looks for the ball instead of continuing his route. Like, you could see him out of his break. He's like, oh, I'm kind of open a little bit. Looks to the outside and just stops running. Like, he starts patting his feet and like looking for the ball. But you got to continue your route. Rodgers is expecting to be to a spot. You're running a corner route, run a corner route. Closes ground, gets physical at the break point, pushes the outside shoulder, does a good job like getting open initially, and then just stops running. Again, watch him stop running after he gets open. You see, like, he slows down right there. If he keeps running vertical, You're talking about a 3 touchdown day for Rodgers and Ruckert having one of those touchdowns. Now, again, something I want to talk about is the pass protection here. Tyron Smith, patient inside, good punch timing, good stunt pass off from Simpson. Gets hands on, doesn't overcommit, square to second level, shoves him, picks up Simmons. Good depth by Tippmann, picks up 93, locked here. Everybody's locked up. Like, look at that protection. Haven't seen clean pockets like this in forever. Forever. I've never seen that. I don't know if I've seen that in 2010 and 9. You know, maybe obviously I wasn't watching film like this. I can't really speak to it. I'm sure they were. Vertical shots, and he said it after this, or Pat McAfee, whatever it was, like he freestyled this route. So like, I don't know if initially he was supposed to run an out route or whatever, because the concept looks weird. Because you have a snag right there. Maybe it's supposed to be like a snag and an out. Like, I don't know exactly what it was supposed to be, but they did say this was kind of like impromptu type of deal where Garrett Wilson has ran a route that wasn't necessarily even designed. Dives inside. When he dives inside, you have Snead, who doesn't get a shuffle in, immediately opens his hips. When you open your hips, you're gonna be susceptible to an outside cut. Outside cut comes. He looks for the ball, but I think at this point, Rodgers sees like he looks for the ball, but he's seeing it's a little bit vertical. It's a little bit vertical here, right? Like, so it's gonna be, if he was breaking to the outside right here, like harder on a harder line, he probably throws that ball. But because he's looking for the ball and he's still taking it vertical, it's quite a difficult throw to lead him to the sideline like that. So he just puts the ball up vertically and trusts Garrett Wilson to adjust to it. And it's 100% easier said than done to be looking to the outside like this and then find a ball inside shoulder and vertically while you have an all-pro corner chasing your hip. This is much easier said than done, and there's no way to really explain it to you until you've had to do it. And again, I've never had to do it at the NFL level, but whether you're playing catch or whatever it may be in the parking lot, or if you did play high school football, or if like you're Kyle and you played college football, you didn't play receiver, but like how difficult this is in real time to be looking over your shoulder and find a ball like that and track it. Not an easy catch for Garrett Wilson. So hell of a play by him. I believe this is on third down as well. Again, reads the safeties, reads Garrett Wilson, and just chucks the ball up vertically and just hopes that he finds it. Ball's in a perfect spot. Bang. Huge completion in the fourth quarter. Huge. Past that, I have Breece in here. Again, 14 rushes, 62 yards, 4.4 average, 7 receptions for 52 yards. Not the greatest game in the world, but still like a decent, we'll take it. Decent game from Breece. 32-yard